In this review, I'm going to show you everything that you should know about the Pemicom wireless battery solar powered backup camera. I'm using it to turn my father's 2002 truck into the modern era of vehicles that actually has a camera for backing up not only the truck, but also for helping back up trailers. Let's first take a look at the camera. I have a can of soda for size reference. This camera really weighs a good amount. It's definitely because of the really solid magnets in the back. The magnets right here are covered by a nice rubber coating, so you're not gonna scratch your vehicle. But also, it's got probably a pretty dang good battery in here. I've had this running for the past 8 hours, and check it out. The battery indicators are currently showing that it has more than 75% power on it. We have this antenna that comes included, and then here is the built-in solar power charger panel, and you can't angle it, it's a fixed angle. And then on the front here, you are able to change the angle of the camera all the way to straight down. So if you were to put this, let's say, on the back of your car, you could see your hitch perfectly by angling it down, and of course you can angle it up. This is manual, and then all the little diodes you see right here are IF sensors that help this see in low light or dark settings. And so these will not turn on until there is light outside. Another cool thing that I really appreciate about an item like this is, first off, it does have a charger for USB-C, so if this thing is completely dead, you can charge it indoors. It claims that it will be fully charged in 5 hours. Another great thing is, because it has a solar panel, once you move into the sun, notice the fourth dot on the right, you're going to see it light up red. It's kind of faint right there, but you can see how it just turned red. And let's see if I can get a little more in the sun. I'm not sure if it gets any brighter. It doesn't. Okay. But that red dot on the right, that red LED is now off because now we're out of the sun. But as soon as I turn it into the sun, it'll turn red, showing that it's receiving power from the sun and it's charging. I have not tested how long it takes to charge using the solar power, but you can see right there, it is indeed charging from the sun. The fact that this has lasted for 8 hours with it being on and inside is really, really cool. So that's a feature that I'm really stoked about this camera already. Here's how easy this is to use. The first thing that you do is you click the button on the cigarette power. It also has a USB power as well that has a little button on it. So it's very similar to this, but I'm doing the cigarette power since it's literally right behind the camera in this truck. And then on the actual camera, you're gonna click on the power button you're gonna hold it for a couple seconds. It turns on, and then it connects very quickly, just like that. So just like that, you are good to go. Now, the manual claims that this has a standby mode. So if you are off on the camera, so if I turn this off on the 7-inch screen, supposedly this goes in the standby mode, which makes the battery last a lot longer. And that's kind of what I've seen as I've done my testing. This is 75% or more, and it's been on for almost 9 hours. The indicator lights turn off right there, just because it does not need to show the battery indicator forever. So that's how easy it is to use, and then you simply go put it on a back part of your truck. All right, if you're curious to see how strong this is, I'm gonna put it on this part of the truck, and it is locked on, guys. Like, I have no problem driving with this. Here I am hitting it just to try to show you that this thing is not going anywhere, and it's only half the back surface is even on there because I want this to be easy to get off. So one problem I will say is this might be really hard to get off of certain trucks. Now, keep in mind too, it needs to be steel, it needs to be metal, it needs to not be aluminum. Aluminum is not magnetic, and that's going to be the biggest hang-up of people using this, is they're going to be trying to attach it to an aluminum surface when it needs to be a metal or steel surface. Now, I also see my dad using this a ton for when he's backing up trailers. He's backing up often back here into his backyard. He can put this on the back of his trailer 30 feet away, and he can back up as far back as he can possibly go without needing my help or anybody else's help. And then, of course, when you're backing up your trailer and you want to get the hitch perfectly aligned, you can set this up. And again, the tailgate's down right now, but you can set this up to where it's pointed straight down and then perfectly align your hitch with the ball every single time. product. Now, there are lots and lots of variations of this product. The reason why I specifically chose the one that I did is because, first off, it does not require an app or a phone to use, which is a small screen, and I didn't think my 60-year-old dad was gonna love using his phone every single time. The second thing is because it is battery powered with a super strong magnet. Third is because I loved how it has a 7-inch screen, and so those were things that I particularly loved about it. So going over the actual product page, as you can see, the time of this recording, it was $100, and the title of it is Magnetic Solar Wireless Backup Camera, 7-inch portable, 1-minute easy install. And it really was a very, very quick install. It's got 4.4 stars out of 887 reviews. And if you look at the pricing history right here, it was at $129 for a long time. It would drop down to $100, which is when I currently bought it, and it went back and forth. And then there was a time also when it was $109.99, and it's literally going up and down almost every other day between $109 and $100 right here. The features that I particularly loved about this is, first off, this is an updated version of the product from what I could tell on my research. This first bullet point right here basically talks about how the magnets will work up into extreme temperatures, which isn't super important because that's not going to really be important to anyone. Then it has great screen resolution and night vision. On the camera itself, if you do click the OK button, or excuse me, the settings button, there's like 4 different settings you can go through. I changed the screen brightness from 5 to 10. It's just a 0 to 10 scale just to give me some more brightness. It does have really strong signal. For whatever reason in this photo, it says that it has 33 whopping feet. I got like 100 feet, 150 feet line of sight. So I don't think that 33 feet is the limit. Although I will say if the camera's in the very back of this trailer right here and you're loaded with lots of metal equipment in here, then I agree it probably is a lot less because of the interference. The battery life is super long. I'm super impressed with this. And it does have this power saving auto sleep mode. When the truck backup camera is not in use, you can easily turn off the monitor via the cigarette lighter plug or USB. Afterwards, the camera will automatically enter an energy saving sleep mode. I don't know how to tell if it's in energy saving sleep mode, but from the 10 hours it's been on, it still has 75% or more power, which means you could leave this thing on all day and you should be totally fine. If you're at a hotel and you want a camera to be on your vehicle or trailer just to give you peace of mind, and you bring the 7-inch monitor into your hotel room, this would easily last the entire night, not a problem. Very weatherproof, IP69, which means you can literally submerge it in water and it will be totally fine. So that's a really nice feature. And by the way, that's the camera, definitely not the screen. The screen does not look IP67 rated at all. It is a cheap plastic housing, but for $100, I'm okay with that. And that is this 7-inch LCD display right there. So anyways, hope that breakdown is helpful. Really cool product, guys. And let's see if there's any last things I want to say about this. You can see all of these. Oh, it has a 2-year service warranty, so that's kind of cool. It won't scratch. You can mount it wherever you want. You can see in this picture right here, it's mounted on the dashboard. It has a suction cup, just like a normal GPS unit, and you can put it on your window. You can put it on your dashboard. I put it underneath, so wherever there's a flat surface. Super long battery life. The antennas are super great. 170-degree wide angle. And here's a great little video that shows the USB power you can do a cigarette lighter that has a USB to power it. Or in my case, I just did a straight cigarette lighter because I love that button. It was so easy to click.